Alright guys, we're in the home stretch of the Atomik Climbing Holds Facet series. Today we are on box 7 of 8. That's right, there's just one more box remaining. So let's see what we've got inside. I should just mention too, Atomik does a great job in terms of packing. We've got plenty of paper here. None of the holds that I've removed so far have even had a scratch or a mark on them, which is awesome. So the first bag of holds is the XL steep wall slopers. So these look like larger versions of what we checked out before. Let's open them up here, see what we got. Okay, so yeah, these are definitely very slopey. You can see that here. Definitely bigger, so a lot more open-handed I think is going to be, open-handed climbing is going to be required for these. Which again, if you're on a steep wall, you're going to be pulling pretty hard. Really comfortable, again a nice little thumb catch there. Very, very, very solid, nice holds. Same here. One thing to note is that the lines on these, and this makes sense because it's a bigger hold, they're a little bit wider compared to the smaller versions of the steep wall slopers. So I think it's gonna match real good. It's gonna feel really good when you're pulling on each of those. You're gonna have a lot of consistency. And that's something, again, I look for a lot as a route setter and a climber. I want holds that feel very much the same, kind of to have the same experience. And again, everything's hollow back, so it looks really nice. And these actually, I think a lot of these holds feel really similar with some very, very mild variations. It's got some nice grooves here. Let me try to get that so you guys can see it. Some nice grooves where you can kind of have either a right hand or a left hand as a hold. Very, very comfortable though. Yeah, these are great. Now you can kind of see them a little bit closer here. These are pretty big holes. Sweet. There they are, all in a line. All right, let's see what else we've got in this box here. All right, and looks like we've got some Facet Pinches. Check these out. All right. Cool. So we've got some Facet Pinches. These feel very comfortable, kind of a medium grip, I would say, when you're grabbing these as pinches. Again, I think they're going to climb really nice as tufa holds. They match the other Facet Pinches quite well, which is really cool. A little bit different, like this hold in particular. It's got a little bit more of a edge to it compared to some of the other ones, which is making it more positive, of course. And again, it's going to fit really well with the large Facet Pinches that we showed you guys in previous videos. And this is really nice too. It's just got a nice solid taper there in the middle, just a solid pinch. Super good. So this will be really fun to climb with. All right, let's see what else we've got going on in here. All right, we have another Geodesic Dome. I think this one is slightly smaller than, no, it might be bigger. This one might be bigger than the last one I showed you guys. Very solid, totally symmetrical all the way around. So if you have it like that, same hold, this, same hold, this, same hold. So that's cool. Again, I think it's really nice aesthetically, and it's gonna match really well with the rest of that series. So that's cool. Let's see what else. Okay, now we're talking. So we have some of the large, I'm not sure how large of rails these are, but these are obviously smaller than the feature, but bigger than some of the other ones. Honestly, these might be some of my favorite holds that we've looked at yet from this series. There's a huge jug right here, if you can see that down the middle, huge jug. Really comfortable, matchable, and looks like we've even got some jugs on the edges here, so that's really nice. Flip that around, you got a nice undercling. That's a really good surface here for that. I can imagine some really tensiony far apart movement, so that's cool. There's 3 of these in here. Let's open the next one. Cool. So a lot more slopey, this one is. It's got definitely good texture, definitely a really nice pinch radius here too. A little bit wider in certain parts, a little bit narrower in certain parts. That's gonna be awesome. And it's gonna lend itself to lots of different climbers having a good experience. I think that's really crucial and important. All right, last hold in the box is another quite large rail. Again, I'll find out exactly how big these are. So this is really juggy too, super nice, super comfortable. I am really excited to set with these. I think we're gonna be able to do some cool stuff. Some heel hook things, some layback tufa climbing. I think you can do just about anything with these holds. So I'm very excited for these. We got a whole bunch of them, as you can see here. Very comfortable. There's no sharp spots. Again, cool thing about this series, all flat edges. There's no curves. The only curves are created by making different angles in a row. I think that's super unique. I love that about this series, and I think you guys definitely got to check these holds out. Get them in your home gym, get them in your commercial gym, check them out. Atomik is awesome. They pour everything in-house, so you're gonna be able to get it super fast. They're also super reasonable in terms of price. We're gonna leave you guys a discount code in our post so you can check that out. But yeah, everything's great. So we have one more box to show you guys. We're gonna do an up-close look at these first on the ground and highlight some more of the angles. We'll go from there. We're checking out the holds from box number 7 of 8 of Atomik Climbing Holds Facet series. Let's get up close and personal. So the lowest row of holds is the large Facet Pinch series. This is number 1. Number 1, I think it's a little bit bigger maybe than the set in number 2. Very similar though. We'll be setting with both of them so we can highlight some of those similarities and differences. But super comfortable, kind of medium pinch grip, and very, very, very nice edges on them too. So they're super ergonomic in terms of your hand position and everything. I really like them quite a bit. And then we've got the XL steep wall slopers. Love these holds. These holds I think are going to be super fun on, you guessed it, a steep wall. Really comfortable, a little bit of thumb catches as you can see down low where the set screw hole is, so that will help you get some purchase on it when you're climbing on a steep wall. And then we've got the 8-inch Geodesic Dome. I measured it, so I know that that is in fact what it is. Again, a very, very symmetrical hold, nice and comfortable in terms of being a sloper, so that'll be fun to climb with the rest of the series. And then we've got the XXXL Facet Rails, and these honestly are probably some of my favorite holds that I've seen yet from this set. I think they're super comfortable. I think they look super cool. They fit perfectly well with the rest of the rail series. I love that they did a full rail series. I mean, they've got that Quad XL feature, and then there are some XXL rails, there's some large rails, and again, I think it's going to just match aesthetically with everything else. So super excited to put that up on the wall and climb on these. Really comfortable. Again, 2 of these are jugs, one of them's a sloper. I'm very excited about that. So that is the second to last box of holds. We have one more for you guys. We're gonna open that up here next. And then after that comes the fun part. We are gonna start setting with these. We're gonna set some boulder problems in the lab, and we're gonna do some filming and do some climbing, and it should be a really good time. And then I'll give you guys some feedback in terms of how everything was after I actually climbed on it. All right, guys, stay tuned. Thanks for watching Climbing Hold News Reviews Atomik Climbing Holds Facet Series.